on.
Chag Sameach, welcome, happy Passover. Cantor, Lay, and I are so excited to welcome you to our Zoom Seder this year, whenever during the holiday you are celebrating and wherever you and your family are gathered. This is our short version of the Passover Seder. You are welcome to watch our video and then take our model and then run your own Seder. You're welcome to follow along with us now. And we also are going to invite you at different times during our Seder to stop, turn off the video, and check in and talk to the people at your Seder, whether at your table, at your home, or on Zoom. It's up to you. Let's just begin our Seder now, just with a breath. It's not been an easy year for anyone. I'm going to invite you to take a moment to just reflect and perhaps talk over the course of your Seder about, have there been moments over this past year that have been liberating, that have been moments of tastes of freedom and difference? Even as for all of us, we know it's been a year of matzah, constraint, limit, shut down, even at times feeling like imprisonment. But wherever we've been in Jewish history, at every generation, each generation has told this story of movement, moving from oppression, narrowness, towards liberation, freedom, possibility. And as we continue to hope and see, our own world is moving in that direction now at this Passover. Like all of our sacred occasions, we begin by lighting our candles. Before we do that, I want to say that if you have a Haggadah, you're welcome to follow along. We're going to be using the Beth El Haggadah, which you can find online at our Passover resources page, along with many other things to help you with your Seder and Passover. You can find it by checking your email on Friday. Just before Passover, we sent you another short Passover email from me with a link to our resources page. You can download and share the Haggadah there. You can follow along on any other Haggadah you have, because the Seder order is always the same. I brought my really big one as well from Germany in the mid-15th century, same Passover Seder order. Or you can just watch with us and sing and read and participate. Let's begin by lighting our festival candles.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Yom Tov.
Amen. We give you permission to do Passover however you can this year. Looking at my Seder table, I realized I forgot my Kiddush cup. I'm going to share Elijah's. I think I actually do have one from Shabbat. No, yes? Okay. I do have Kiddush cup. Fill up the first of our 4 cups with whatever you're going to drink. If you're following along in your Haggadah for the Kiddush, you can find it on, where'd that page go? On page 2 and 3. Let's lift up our cups and bless our holiday.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen and Shechianu.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyamanu v'hiyanu, laziman hazeh.
Whatever's coming for you, but I have a pillow on my chair so I can lean back and drink my cup, l'chaim. The first symbol on our Seder plate is the signs of spring, our karpas, our greenery. I have Italian parsley, whatever you have. This is a moment to pause and ask people going around your table what you've noticed of the green of spring. What new growing things have you seen in recent days? We'll pause a moment for you to take a look at that if you'd like to pause and talk to each other. You have your wall behind you, Cantor, and let's join in the blessing for the fruit, for the karpas. It's found in our Haggadah on page 8, and I'm going to dip it in salt water.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri ha'adamah.
Amen. And I'm going to take a nibble of it. And here is my Passover matzah plate. I'm very proud of my matzah plate. It has matzah, 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 and then matzah on the plate itself. We take the top 3 matzahs, or just 3 matzahs if you just have 3, and take the middle matzah, and I hold it up in the air, and then as I'm speaking, I'm going to break it. This is the bread of affliction that our ancestors ate in the land of Egypt. Let all who are hungry come and eat. Let all who are in need come and celebrate Passover. This year we are here. Next year may be in the land of Israel. This year we are still slaves. Next year may we all be daughters and sons of freedom. I'm going to take the larger half, because more is missing than has been found, and put it in my afikomen bag. Please, whatever else you do, make sure you have an afikomen at your Seder. And I'm going to hide it to be found for the second half of our Seder. I'd like to mention that you can find the entirety of the second half of the Seder on YouTube. Go to the Bethel, Congregation Bethel page on channel on YouTube. There's a link to it as well in our Passover email. What would it be, a Seder, if we didn't ask the 4 questions? Again, you could stop and ask some new questions. Our webpage has links to questions that are special for this year and ideas for how you might come for new ones. But let's go as well to the ones we're also familiar with. They're on page 15 if you're following in the Haggadah.
From all other nights? Why is this night different from all other nights? On all other nights we eat all kinds of bread, but tonight we eat only matzah. All other nights we eat all kinds of bread, but tonight we eat matzah. Shebecho halelo anu she'ar yerako she'ar yerako. From other nights. All other nights we eat all kinds of veggies, but tonight we eat maror. All other nights we eat all kinds of veggies, but tonight we eat maror. Shebecho halelod ein anu matbilin afilu ba'am echad afilu ba'am echad halayla from other nights? Why is this night different from other nights? All of the nights we don't even dip once, but tonight we dip 2 times. All of the nights we don't even dip once, but tonight we dip 2 times. Shebecho halelo anu ben yoshvinu ben misubin.
En
Yoshvinu
Yoshvin
v'Mistabin.
Laila
Halayla
Hazeh.
hazeh, halayla hazeh, kulanu mesubin. Halayla hazeh, halayla hazeh, kulanu mesubin. Why is this night different from other nights? Why is this night different from other nights? On other nights we don't need to recline, but tonight we lean to the left. On other nights we don't need to recline, but tonight we lean to the left.
Those are great questions. I invite you to pause our video to go around the table and ask other questions that you would like to pose to each other at this Passover Seder. At the heart of the Seder is the telling of the story. You can tell the story tonight in several different ways. You could go around the table right now and ask everybody to tell some part of the story, even if they get it a little bit out of order, and share a little bit so everyone's contributing. You're welcome to read with us in our Haggadah, which will tell the story of the Passover starting on page 20. You also might want to get the Ben's video from our nursery school teachers. It's a little bit longer than this. It's about 10 to 12 minutes long on our YouTube channel, but it's a great story of how the Passover Exodus took place. And it's a lovely video we invite you to do. Please go ahead and tell the story. It wouldn't be Passover if we didn't sing Dayenu. Dayenu culminates the telling of the story. Cantor, take it away. Let's lift up our cups again, refill them if you've already been sipping yours throughout, as we praise the eternal source of life, redeemed us and our ancestors from Mitzrayim, the narrow place, and brought us to this night to eat matzah and bitter herbs. Cantor.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen. Let's turn now to the symbols of our Seder. I want to make sure I get them correct. I have the roasted egg, but no one knows what the roasted egg is doing here, so I'm just going to skip right past it tonight. Instead, let's start off by talking about our matzah. The three things we're supposed to mention. I have my shake bone, but you might not, so we're going to skip past that one too tonight, because let's get to the matzah. This matzah, why do we eat this unleavened bread? Because our ancestors' dough had no time to rise. As at no time they were leaving Egypt, they baked the dough they brought from Egypt into unleavened cakes, since they had been driven out of Egypt and could not delay and did not prepare provisions for themselves. Having wakened to the fact of their oppression, our ancestors hastened to leave. So too in our day, may we neither hesitate nor tarry to move from a place of oppression towards our liberation. We say two blessings. First, we say a blessing like motzi, because it's our bread this evening. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. And a special blessing for eating the matzah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al achilat matzah. And you take a bite of matzah and eat it now. Our second symbol that we especially want to mention is the bitter herbs. And I have actually a horseradish root here and some slices of horseradish. I hope you do at home as well. Why do we eat these bitter herbs? Because our masters embittered our lives, our ancestors, through slavery. They made their lives bitter with hard labor in mortar and in brick and all manners of field work. In this season of our own liberation, let's remember the bitterness of all oppression, that our liberation may be our own liberation, may be the beginning of our struggle and not the end, that we may in turn be empowered to remember the oppression of others, contributing towards their freedom. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al achilat maror.
Amen.
And now the part we've been waiting for, of course, is the charoset. And as I mentioned, that whatever you're doing for Passover is just fine. And so I am serving deconstructed charoset this year at my Seder. I have my nuts, I have my apple, and I have some cinnamon too, and mix them all together as best you can. I didn't get it together. If you didn't get it together either, it's okay. You have the rest of Passover to make it. I'm going to take some matzah, dip it in the charoset, add some maror, and eat the sandwich together. I invite you now to enjoy your Passover meal together. If you'd like to join us for the second half of the Seder, please again go to our YouTube page or wherever you found this link as well to our Seder for the rest of the Seder. There's 7 or 8 short videos there. Play with everyone's you like. Please enjoy this wonderful celebration of family and freedom together. Happy Passover.